Hello everyone, my name is Hassan Salim and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant of Canada, and I do practice here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Now this video, we will be talking about one of the most popular questions that I get on my Instagram account or on YouTube sometimes, or sometimes on my text messages as well, that tell us about a program where we can sponsor our siblings. Everyone knows there's a program where you can sponsor your parents, that is a parents and grandparent sponsorship program which opens every year. Similarly, you can also sponsor your spouse throughout the year, that has no quota or anything. But one program that remains a mystery for a lot of people is there a direct program in which you can apply for your siblings from abroad to come here to Canada? Now in this video, we will be talking about all those routes or options, if there are any, and we will discuss them in detail. So watch this video till the very end if you're interested to know more about this information. See you on the other side. Welcome back. So as I said in the intro of this video, we will be talking about different routes or options for your siblings in order to come to Canada as family sponsorship. Now, if I have to give a very simple answer to this question, that is there a program that exists that you can apply for your sibling to come directly as a PR to Canada? Is there any program or not? So the answer would be no. But there are some circumstances in which you can apply for your sibling to come to Canada as a PR, but in most cases those criterias are not met. So if I have to give you details of that criteria, those would be like, first of all, you need to be blood related or adopted sibling of the person sponsoring you. And the most toughest criteria in which, as I said, most people don't meet is that both their parents must have passed away. Even if one parent is living, then you cannot apply for them, or they don't meet the criteria. So it's really tough. And once you have met those two criteria, you also, as a sponsor, need to meet the criteria that you are over 18 years of age, and you are either a permanent resident or a citizen of Canada. And also in the condition of the sibling to be eligible, other than the parents not living, you also need to be under 18 or also not married. So as I said, it's really tough for siblings to come under this criteria for them to become eligible. But there are certain routes in which you can still help your sibling come to Canada. Those are the ones we will be discussing today. So it's clear once and for all of you who have been asking these questions to me or are looking for this information on the internet. The first route or the route that you can help your sibling come to Canada is the educational route. Everyone knows Canada is very popular when it comes to education or applying for study permits. Also, processing or the circumstances or the eligibility criteria, all that kind of things are changing rapidly. So always look for the Canadian website in order to see the latest information related to any program you want to apply or you wish to learn about. But first route would obviously be the educational route. You can look for DLIs that offer different kind of programs and courses, and you can help your sibling apply for one of those courses or programs, may it be a graduate degree, undergraduate, or a PhD degree. You can help them with that, and once they have completed their education, obviously it opens up a path for PGWP. Again, the criteria needs to be meet in order to apply for postgraduate work permit, because once you have enough experience in Canada, obviously there are different ways you can apply for PR, may it be through express entry, provincial nomination programs, or other routes through your work experience that you gain in this country. The second route we will be talking about today is the LMIA based work permits. I know it's not an easy one. It is a little tough. There are a lot of people even in Canada looking for LMIAs so they can apply for work permits. But one way you can help, since you are here in Canada, you might have had made connections, or you know people who offer different kind of work permits. They own a business, they're continuously looking for employees, and they have advertised on the internet for the job. and they can't find anyone from Canada, from within Canada, in that case, they can apply for LMIA. And once LMIA is approved and your sibling meets the criteria of that job being offered, they can apply for work permit to come to Canada, and based on that LMIA. And remember that LMIA based work permit only allows you to work for that specific employer which offered you the job offer or which offered you the LMIA. In case of anything goes wrong with your employer or your relationship with the job, that can affect your chances to get PR, or it can affect your work permit overall. Now, once you have that work permit, obviously after gaining some experience, just like I said in Route 1, once you have PGWP, you can look for other options when it comes to applying for PR. Same case here as well. Once you have that enough experience, it opens up a lot of doors for you to knock on when it comes to applying for PR and settling in Canada permanently. So that was the route number 2. So first we talked about the study options, then we talked about the LMIA based work permits. Another program that many people don't know about is the third route that we would be talking about, that is IEC, that stands for International Experience Canada. Now, if you fall into one of those countries, or you are a resident of one of those countries which has that bilateral contract or bilateral agreement with one of those countries, in which it allows youth or allows workers to come from one country to the other and apply for open work permits. So basically you can work for any employer. It's not a closed work permit, just like we talked about in the LMIA based work permits. I will share the link for the IEC programs, so you can see if your country is on the list of the agreement with Canada, where you can basically apply for open work permit. And again, once you have that experience, you can look into the doors for PR. Now, the fourth route I want to talk about today is the PNP. I did touch a little bit initially, but there are some provinces, so that would be route number 4, if you have to call it. There are some provinces that give you additional points if you are a citizen or permanent resident of Canada living here for more than 1 year, and you want to sponsor or help your family members, that is your siblings, to come to Canada. That will give you some additional points. 2 main provinces that come to my mind that are ideally the ones which help the most for your sibling to settle are Alberta and Saskatchewan. Now, if you know, SANP program is one of the most popular programs for this, and that gives you additional 20 points. Again, you have some criteria to meet, that is your education, your IELTS, your work experience, what occupation you have worked in, and also you need to go through the education credential assessment as well. Similarly, Alberta also has a plan or has a program, Alberta Express Entry Stream, AAP, in which basically you do get extra points, or if you have a relative in Alberta and your sibling has some kind of work experience in one of the occupations in demand. So check those 2 provinces out. Obviously, there are some other provinces which might help you in other ways as well. For example, Manitoba. Even if you don't have a sibling living in Manitoba, you have a friend, you do get some points for that, but you have to prove that connection that you have with your Manitoba supporter. Now, these are some of the things or the routes that you can take or suggest your siblings in order to look for the options for immigrating to this wonderful and amazing country that is Canada. So again, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask or write them in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. But these were the routes that you can take. And also, if I'm not forgetting, Express Entry, if they're just applying directly for Express Entry Stream, they also get extra 15 points if they have any sibling in any province in Canada. So that was all from my side. Hopefully you liked the video. I wasn't going too fast or slow. If I was, do tell me in the comment section below, because I love to take feedback, how I can improve my content, how I can improve my video delivery, in which I give you all this information. So thank you very much for tuning into this channel, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Take care.